There used to be a guy named Max Headroom, and they had this close-up of this computer-generated guy, and just the face, like I'm doing right here now, except he had a voice behind him. I don't even know who did the voiceover, but it was an animation trick, and this is something Joan Rivers would never like this much of a close-up, because you would see all the flaws in the face. I mean, we get older, we get vain, except for people who don't care about looking bad when they're old. Some don't, I mean, I'm one of those guys. I'm more vain than women, and I just want to look. I want to look good. I want to look healthy and have all my teeth. That's a good start. And let your hair go gray when it's gray, and otherwise, well, people think you didn't have any kids. If you're bald, it's because you had kids. You pull all your hair out from them. I want to talk today. This is a Joey talk. I want to talk today about the exchange of television. Let me tell you what's happening with TV. TV is over the air on VHF and UHF. The VHF is channel 7, 10, 4, 2 through 13. That's VHF. The government wants now for them to surrender that space and for those people to shift their television ownership over to UHF, which is a broadband already with plenty of room and never been utilized to the extent that VHF is filled up. UHF is not filled up. That's what I mean to say. So they want to move it all over, and in doing so, they're going to give the hundreds of millions of dollars to the people who own these channels, and mostly they're big companies like CBS, Fox, Scripps Howard. These guys own a lot of stations over the air. Now, when you watch television now, you don't care whether it's 7, 10, 4, 13. You don't watch it for that. You watch cable. And the internet is coming over your phone. So what the fear is that these broadcasters will lose their space and not have value later on when someone wants to buy the broadband. So here's what the government's doing. They're going to give a lot of money to these people to give up the VHF to go over to UHF, and then they're going to use that broadband space for telephone companies, storage, for movies, for data. We're in a society that has a need for all the space in a digital age, and that's what's happening. And the government's going to give hundreds of millions of dollars to people.